Well, big news, everyone. Harrison Smith is out with fucking COVID. Guess he tested positive today or whatever. So he's out for the Baltimore game today. He's out, and because, surprise, surprise, he's one of these anti-vaxxer fuckwits. He's out for next week against the Chargers, too. Great leadership, Harrison, you fucking asshole. I think we all knew something like this was going to happen back, whenever it was in training camp. It was when it came out that the Vikings had the lowest vaccination rate of any team in the NFL because of fucking course we did. Of course, all the attention was on Kirk, that it was going to be Kirk that caused this problem, and he still might. That still could happen at some point, but no, it's Harrison, which is ultimately even more annoying because of a couple things. One, they gave him a fucking contract extension. I forget when exactly that was, but they give him a contract extension to theoretically finish his career with the Vikings. And of course, he's gone out this year and he hasn't played well at all. He doesn't look anything like, not that you expect a guy who's been in the league for 10 years to still be in his prime, but he hasn't played well. He played really bad against the Cowboys. He got completely embarrassed on that long touchdown. And, we all saw how irritated Zimmer was with whether it was Kirk or just any other anti-vax players on the team. We saw how irritated Zimmer was. Zimmer just couldn't wrap his head around why these fucking idiots won't get a shot that has been administered billions of times safely. And he can't understand it. No one can understand. And I'm sure there'll be some sort of interview with Harrison Smith at some point, and he's going to spew the same ignorant bullshit that people like Aaron Rodgers spewed, or even that Kirk spewed, months ago. Because not one of these fucking idiots has any sort of facts to back it up. Anything they say. They're all fucking idiots. Believing in conspiracy theory bullshit. I mean, we're not going to get any sort of logical response from Harrison Smith about this shit. But I can't even imagine how pissed off Zimmer is. Because, Harrison's his guy. He's been his guy for basically the entire time Zimmer's been here. That's been his defensive guy, his captain, his leader, his do everything safety. And this is and this is obviously a very, very precarious time for Mike Zimmer's career. I don't know that this makes any difference about whether or not go out and win this game today, but this is like being stabbed in the fucking back by your guy. And Zimmer has to be just absolutely fuming. And maybe he'll say something in, post-game interview or whatever, but I can't even fucking imagine how pissed off this guy is at Harrison. Because this season could be teetering, and with it Zimmer's career could be teetering. And he needs all hands on deck. You're already down injuries with Hunter and Pierce and Peterson, and they don't need this. This is injuries happen. Injuries are going to happen. A guy, Hunter tears his pec, that's going to happen. Peterson, fucks up his knee, that's going to happen. Injuries happen. This fucking COVID shit should be fucking over in the entire goddamn country. There should be no COVID issue anymore. But these anti-vaxxer fucks will not let us get there. And Harrison Smith is one of them, and now he is fucking hurting the team. And, and he won't take any accountability because none of these fucking people ever take accountability. They just spew ignorant conspiracy theory bullshit that they read on a fucking QAnon board or some shit. And that'll be it. And he'll never be asked about it again because the media in this town is a fucking disgrace. They won't go after these fucking people for shit, but they'll attack certain guys nonstop, but they won't go after the guys who are causing the problem. I'm done with Harrison Smith. I don't know what, I know they gave him the contract extension before the season. I don't think he's got a shitload of guaranteed money, cut his fucking ass after the season. That's it. You don't want to be a leader on this team. You don't want to take a safe fucking vaccine shot that is taking billions of fucking times safely. Doesn't hurt anybody. And yeah, you can have the vaccine and be out like Bradbury, but you're not going to miss 2 games. Harrison Smith is out 2 games because he's a selfish fucking ignorant prick. For what? And he's going to miss 2 games against high-powered offenses that we desperately need to win. This guy doesn't give a shit. You know, he's got his money, he's got his new contract extension. He doesn't give a fuck. That's it. Like, he doesn't give a shit. And if he doesn't give a shit, then he shouldn't be here. And I would say the same thing if this was Kirk. If it had come out this, you know, it was being rumored this morning, like, oh, there's positive COVID tests, and you're thinking, you know, my first thought, probably a lot of people's first thought is, oh God, did Kirk test positive? And I would be saying the same goddamn thing about Kirk. And it may still happen with Kirk, but it didn't happen with Kirk today. Today, the problem is Harrison Smith, who has sabotaged this fucking team with ignorant selfishness. And I hope Cameron Bynum goes out there, balls out. I hope that Harrison Smith is a former Viking after this year. I'm done with that piece of shit. Goodbye.